Hello everyone, this is Manoj from Excel Engineering College. We are going to discuss the subject survey and leveling. In that we are going to see the topics of fundamentals of chain surveying. First we are going to discuss about what is the introduction or definition of chain surveying. Surveying is nothing but it's just a measuring of two different areas. We may have different kind of areas. So we may have different kind of areas in the land. So we are going to measure the areas A and area B, the total differences, the elevations and the angles between the areas. That is what we are going to measure in the surveying. In that, different methods of surveying are there based upon the instrument, based upon the lands we may are classifying that. So first, based upon the nature of the field, based upon the field we are segregating the surveyings. That based upon the land survey, based upon the water, like that we are segregating. In that land survey, topographical surveys, cadastral and city surveys. The surveys are based upon the some of the different categories based upon the area what we are covering out. Right? In the city survey, which means more number of populations will be there. So in that area we are going to measure road structures, buildings and etc. In the cadastral and remaining surveys, we just going to measure the land surveys or forest regions. These are the different category surveys how we are taking in the land conditions. And we are also moving for the marine survey. Marine, which means in the sea surveys or in the water bodies, if you are taking any of the surveys for the measurement, it is called marine. And astronomical survey, which means you are taking a survey which based upon GPS system, and we are also based upon the so many aerospace systems are there by using GPS, by using drones, by using maps. These are the surveys we are technically now using for measuring the high measured areas which may be cross more than 10 acres or 10 to 15 acres. So based upon these three categories, the surveying are dividing by the uses of land. And some more also we can be divide the survey by use of instrument. We have different kind of instruments are there such as theodolite, dumpy level, chain. Pass panni. So next we are going to see the classification of based upon the objects. Right? In the classification of objects, there are classifications: engineering, military, mine, geological and astrological, right? So again we are going to see one more time what is the object based upon the surveys, which are the engineering, military, mine, geological and astrology. These are the kind of survey which based upon the object we are categorizing. So up to now we have discussed about two things. One based upon the land. In land we are having three categories: land survey, marine survey and astrological surveys. In based upon the object we are having 5 categories, and also we are having categories based upon the instrument. This is what very important thing here. This chain survey we are having different types of categories based upon the instrumentations. So chain survey, theoretical, transverse, trigonometry, plane table and area and photographics. Right? In this chain survey we are having different kind of chains which will be used in the old area, old times. So 20 meters chain and 30 meters chains were available in the current times. So before identification or before the invention of the tapes, this kind of chains they were using for measuring the just linear measurement alone. So only the point A to point B, only the linear measurement they will be taken. For example 30 meters or 50 meters. They can't able to find any of the angles or any of the intersections. So this one we can't able to find in the chain survey. Okay? When we moving to the theodolite survey, this theodolite, transverse, triangulation, tachometry. These are the middle age of section. In this category, they have invented some of the machineries for identification of land surveying, like lenses and staff. Staff, which means a scale which consists of readings from 0 to 300 which can be, we can differ the scale ranges. So this all we have in separate kind of advanced levels what we are doing in the instrumentations, right? Then we are moving for the plane table. Plane table, which means what is the difference between plane table and remaining surveys? In remaining all the things we can doing the measurement in the land and we going to make the calculation in the laboratories. So first we have to complete in the lab and we have to second we move for the laboratory. In plane table what is the advantage, which means in the land itself we are completing the diagrams. So 100% of work will be completed in the single time itself, right? So in the plane table, for example, we are placing one of the tripod stand there with the plane table. By using of chains or the tapes, we are measuring the length and in the same time we are marking the areas what we required and what we measured in the land surfaces. So this is for plane table survey. This photogrammetric and aerial surveying, right? This photometric and aerial surveying, which means the survey which is taken from the upper surfaces of the lands. In this photographic and aerial, which means we are taking from the upper surface from the land. So for example, if you are having the land surfaces here, we are taking the survey from the top of the lands. For example, by using air balloons, drone, or some of the satellites. So this majorly we are taking for high range areas, for actually 100 acres or more than 100 acres, or for forest region. So these are the kind of instrument how we are classifying for the surveying purposes. So chain, theodolite, transverse, triangulation, tachometric, plane table, photographic and aerial. These are the certain things what we have carried out for the functions of chain surveying. Right? Up to now we have discussed about what are the classifications in the surveying based upon the land, based upon the instrument and based upon the objects. Next we are moving for the how we are doing that and what are the instruments are there. First, basic principles of surveying. In the principles, we are having some of the triangulation method and the area coverages. For example, if you are having an area of this 4 sides, we are measuring the intersection of the sides and also the division of the angles for taking the accurate level of the surveying. This is the principles what we are basically following. And what are the equipments we are using for the surveying, especially for the chain surveying, which means chain or tape, arrows, pegs, ranging rod, offset, plastic length or weights and plumb bob. See, these are the things what we are going to use for the measurement for the chain surveying. We can see the individual descriptions by here. So this is the, for example, diagram of chain which will be having the link and also the rings. For each 5 meter and each 10 meter there will be a link for counting of the links, how much length it have been taking over. And this is the type of chains are there. Right? Symmetric chain, clustered, engineering chain, revenue chain, steel band or band chain. Each chain having a different kind of meters based upon their manufacturings. And based upon the tape. In the tape we are having, these are the basic images. So this is the tape what we are currently using, and steel tapes and inverted tape and metallic tapes. These are the kind of tape what we are going to use in the measurements. And arrows which means it will be consist of 4 meter height and with the diameter ring of 50 mm. Right? This is the basic examples here. This directions will be having 4 meters and remaining this diameter which will be consist of 50 mm. the basic function of this arrows or pegs, which means for identification of landmarks. For example, we are taking 1 to 10 points in the land. We can't be able to identify, or we can't be able to just justify the lands where it is. So for identification purpose, we are placing these arrows in the places where we need for. That is the purpose of this arrows. And then pegs. The arrows and pegs are the same principles. Arrows which made up of steel and the pegs which made up of wooden. These are the what difference what we having from the arrows and pegs. This is a ranging rod. The ranging rod is the common thing what we are using for the surveying purpose in all kind of surveying, not only in chain, total station, technometric or triangulation, whatever methods are there. This ranging rod is very important. This consists of 30 meters. In this ranging rod, how we are using the ranging rod, which means it will consist of two colors, right? White and black, or white and red, or black and red. It will be there. Colors will be varied based upon the colors. For the visibility of the ranging rod from the distance, the color have been taken over. If, for example, we are placing an instrumental at the one end and we are placing the ranging rod at the other end. This is the instrumentation point. And if you are placing ranging rod here, so why we are placing ranging rod there, which means, right? So in this category, so for focusing the area what we going to measure for accuracy, we are making the ranging rods here. So and then plumb bob, as you already know, during the construction time, for taking the leveling of the areas whether it is correctly in the leveling, we are using the plumb bobs. And rangings. So up to now we have discussed about what are the types of instrument we are using for chain surveying, and what are in each instrument, what are the instruments are there, what are the description of the instrument, why they are using. So in the next upcoming classes we are going to discuss about how the methods we are going to take over in the surveying, right? Thank you.